Yeah, so step 2 CS, according to the latest notice by the ECFMG and the USMLE organization, step 2 CS has been cancelled until further notice. So currently at this moment, the status is that it is permanently cancelled. Even if something else comes up, it would not be step 2 CS. It will be another alternative. So for now, step 2 CS is gone. And the main reason why this shift came was because of the pandemic last year. So last year, because of the pandemic, this step 2 CS exam is the one exam which you can only take in the United States. So a lot of students were not able to travel because of all the restrictions and the borders being closed. So a lot of students were not able to give the step 2 CS exam. And even those students who were in the United States, you cannot be there in a closed room with a lot of people. So this was not practically possible. So this exam was cancelled. Now what is the status at present? That there is no step 2 CS, but instead of that, they have another exam which is OET. So for international medical graduates, you need to be ECFMG certified for you to be able to get the residency spot. And for ECFMG certification, you need to be done with your step 1, step 2 CK and step 2 CS. But now since there is no step 2 CS, you need to be done with your OET exam, which is an English exam. So it is a basic English exam which tests your communication skills, but this exam is designed for medical professionals. So when you go for this exam, everything like the reading, listening, writing, the speaking, everything is related to medicine in some form. So it is kind of CS, but not exactly CS. So you see, this is only about your English, but in CS, you also get tested about your clinical skills. That is what the name suggests, the clinical skills. So now that part is gone. So you now have to just appear for OET, and to get ECFMG certified, there is another criteria, which is you have to get a good standing certificate from your medical council. So there are a set of 6 pathways that ECFMG has set up, and you can follow any of these 6 pathways to get yourself ECFMG certified. And the first pathway is with this good standing certificate. So I will again share the link with you, which you can share with your audience so that they can learn more about all the 6 pathways that can get the ECFMG certification.
So what are the pros and cons of this permanent change?
Yeah, so step 2 CS was one exam which was pretty recent but also going on for a very long time. So when you're applying for residency, programs had this satisfaction that this person has been through the step 2 CS. So this person is good at communication, is good at handling patients, and has a broad idea of the clinical examination and all of that. So now when you're applying, although they know about the whole situation, but they are supposedly a little doubtful. Although 1 year has been passed, so things are better now. But imagine if you are in the first batch of people who are applying without the step 2 CS, you are not sure what is going to happen. Those people who are interviewing are not sure whether you are capable or not. So there was a lot of confusion in everyone's head. But now as we move forward, things are changing and everyone is understanding that this is something that we have to mold ourselves to. The other disadvantage that comes to IMGs is that when you apply for the step 2 CS, that form helps you to get the visa. And with that visa, when you go for the exam, this is one opportunity for you to take US clinical experience. So now since you don't have this exam, you have kind of lost that permit to get the visa. So it has become a little more challenging to get a visa, especially in this time of COVID. So already things are challenging, and now getting a US clinical experience for the last 2 years that I am seeing is very challenging for international medical graduates because they are not able to cross the borders. So at present, these are the pros and cons to it.